We are back at it once again, everyone, right here on the channel. So I want to give you guys, everyone, a quick reminder that I have decided to do a Q&A at the end of this review. Unfortunately, I've only gotten one question given to me, so I'll be reading out that one and only question at the end of this video. So yeah, I'll definitely be reading that out I'll be reading that out at the end of this review. So let's get things started here. We started off with some mosh pit. Now I didn't watch this. I've got no idea what this is. Apparently this had something to do with R-Truth, Carmella, Drake Maverick, and Renee Michelle. So Renee Michelle, now I know because she's active on TV now, that means, she's active on TV and the whole thing with Maverick and Renee, obviously they're going to be on TV together. As far as I know, I believe Renee is actually a wrestler, as from what I know. So at the end of this, R-Truth and Carmella win. They ended up winning. And then the whole the whole gang of wrestlers started running down to get after the 24/7 championship. And Mike Kanellis was underneath the whole group of wrestlers that pinned R-Truth. And this led to Mike Kanellis running backstage with the 24/7 championship. And then he got into his locker room where Maria comes, who is pregnant, and then she wants to speak to her husband. And Maria, as it says here on WWE.com, Maria Kanellis ended up forcing Mike to lay down so she could win the 24/7 championship. So, I almost feel bad for him. He finally got a championship, and unfortunately he has to get embarrassed and get pinned by his own wife. So then Maria starts running around. Well, not running around, literally running around, but you know what I mean, it's a saying. She's like running around, getting in wrestlers' faces. She's like, "Oh, you're not gonna pin a pregnant woman, are you?" Like she's taunting all the wrestlers. The whole, I'm pregnant, you can't pin me, or anything like that. She's just taunting all the 24/7 people that you're not gonna pin a woman who's pregnant. So, how is Maria gonna lose this championship? I have no idea. Someone's gonna pin her, and it's gonna be somebody who doesn't give a shit if she's pregnant. I reckon it's going to be Drake Maverick. I reckon Drake Maverick is going to pin Maria. And this whole baby angle, I think the whole angle with this baby, it reminds me a lot of Kane and Lita. It reminds me a lot of the whole Kane and Lita situation. And then what happened to the baby? It got killed. So, this may be a wild guess, but I'm predicting Maria's kid is going to get killed. And she's going to lose the baby, and whoever gets responsible for it, it's going to cause Maria to get back into the ring. That's just my personal guess. And I don't know. This is just how I think it's going to happen. I could be wrong. But how else are you going to take that title off of Maria? You're not just going to have her lay down, or you're not going to softly roll her up. something is going to happen which is going to cause that baby to be destroyed. Something's going to happen to the baby. So I think this whole thing is going to lead to something happening with the baby. Someone who goes to attempt to pin her is probably going to end up destroying the baby. That's what I think is going to happen. That's what I think is going to happen. To me, it reminds me a lot of that Kane and Lita situation. It reminds me a lot of that. So then we get the gauntlet match. Great, another gauntlet match. Like we've seen enough of these. We get another gauntlet match with a lot of talented wrestlers in there, like Cesaro, Andrade. Please remove the wildcard rule. Sami Zayn, Rey Mysterio, Ricochet. You know, it was a good match. It was a good match. And Andrade ended up getting pinned at the very end by Ricochet. Ricochet was the last guy to enter. Now, we obviously know Ricochet was always going to win. But in my opinion, if you're going to have Ricochet win this gauntlet, I thought it would have been a lot better if you actually had Ricochet start the gauntlet. I think if he started the gauntlet and he was trying to overcome all the wrestlers, I think that would have made it a lot more fun for people to support Ricochet to get to the United States Championship. I think that's what they could have done with it, but it is what it is. It is what it is. That's just what I would have done. Triple threat for the Raw Tag Team Championships. It's time for the arrest, the alcoholics, the Usos. Mr. I drink too much on the road and I can't keep myself from getting in trouble. You know, guys, that whole situation about Jimmy Uso getting arrested, this is like, what, his third time? I can't sit here and act like I don't care. And how the hell can a guy get arrested and now they're getting a title shot? To me, that literally makes no sense. The Usos shouldn't even really been competing for these titles anyway, considering Jimmy Uso's arrest. Just saying, guys. This was unnecessary. The Usos shouldn't have really been in it. If you wanted to, but then you had the OC, Luke Gallows and Kyle Anderson. Did my research, and the OC means original club. Thank God. Thank God. The OC stands for the original club. Because I did not want it to stand for... Because I thought it was going to be something corny or cheesy. Like, look what they did with A Authors of Pain. They dropped the entire name except for the letters. AOP. So I thought that was the same thing here with the OC. I thought it was just random letters. But no. They're called the original club. So that's what I'm going to be calling them. Since it means the original club, that's what I'm calling them. The original club and the tag team champions, the Revival. They defend their titles against the Usos or the Arresters and the original club. Sorry, but I have to, guys. I have to. And the Usos are the ones that gets pinned. So they should after what happened. And shockingly, to my surprise, the original club, Luke Gallows and Kyle Anderson, are our new Raw Tag Team Champions. Quite the surprise. This was a real big surprise. Now, I know there are people that are upset that it's too soon for Gallows and Anderson to win the championships, which I will agree, it should have been saved for SummerSlam. But at the end of the day, though, I thought this was really surprising. It was unpredictable. People did not expect the original club to win. People did not expect it. I didn't think they were going to win. I think they were going to have the Revival hold on to it a little longer. But no. The OC, the original club, Gallows and Anderson, and AJ Styles, they're draped in gold. And Adam Cole, another stable, has beaten you to the whole all members draped in gold. First it was the New Day, now it's the original club. Then we had the Viking Raiders squash two more jobbers, Johnny James and Cole Carter. Double J and Double C. Who cares? The Vikings just continue to squash jobbers. Who the hell cares? Then we had Becky Lynch taking on Alexa Bliss. The match didn't have an ending because Alexa Bliss got injured. Made everybody think she got injured. Then it was Becky Lynch versus Nikki Cross, and Becky Lynch defeats Nikki Cross. Then Alexa comes back, faking her injury. Comes back in, attacks Becky and Nikki Cross both attack. Then Natalya comes out, attacks Becky Lynch by doing a sharpshooter on the man. And Natalya on a video backstage has challenged Becky Lynch to a submission match. I guess that's something different. That's something different, I guess. I'm not going to complain too much. So, I'm not going to complain too much. At least it's not a standard one-on-one match. Then we had Seth Rollins versus Dolph Ziggler. Seth Rollins ended up winning by disqualification because and WWE finally, they did something without spoiling it. Brock Lesnar comes out and absolutely destroys Seth Rollins, literally beating the hell out of it. And Seth Rollins sold this very, very well. See what happens when you don't announce anything? You see what happens when you don't type it up on your stupid website and you tell everybody? People are less surprised. People are less shocked. You gotta do this stuff more often. You gotta have unannounced situations more often. If you do situations like that, unannounced appearances from Brock Lesnar or like a returning superstar, if you're gonna bring somebody back unannounced, I'm telling you, people will be talking. People all over social media will be talking. Seth Rollins and Brock Lesnar is literally, they are still the most talked about on Twitter. They are still trending. It shows you that what they did made people care because it was unannounced. It was unexpected. We did not expect to see Brock Lesnar here on Raw. See what happens when you do shit like this? See what happens? You get surprises. Then the Samoan Summit between Samoa Joe and Roman Reigns descended into chaos. So, Drew McIntyre, the OC, Cedric Alexander, the Usos, they all came out and they all started brawling. So, Cedric Alexander is main eventing Raw again. This is a bit of a surprise. And also, it also makes me happy because they're actually planning something with him. They're actually giving this guy a push. Which is surprising. I didn't think Cedric Alexander was going to get a push. So anyway, guys, with that out of the way, let's answer my one and only question I was given for my question and answer that I wanted people to, because I was trying to get people to talk to me because I wanted to try something different. But let's talk about the one and only question I was given from my best friend, from one of my friends. Chris Tolorado asked me, which tag team would you reform to challenge for the women's tag team championships? Chris, if you are watching this, this may sound crazy, and it will come off really, really crazy for a lot of people, because people would be thinking, why would I ask this? What's my answer? You may think I'm crazy, but if I was to reform a team to take on to win the women's tag team championships, even if it's just like a one-off thing, I would do AJ Lee and Paige. I would definitely would like to see AJ Lee and Paige reunite as a team. Now I know some people are gonna say, well, Paige can't wrestle ever again. You know? I think people say Paige can never wrestle again. Well, I always hear the term never say never. Maybe Paige confirmed that she can never wrestle again. But the thing is, it would be great to see her pull a Daniel Bryan. Don't be surprised if she does eventually pull a Daniel Bryan. She'll probably miss wrestling so much that she will probably beg to be cleared again and have maybe one more match. That's just my personal opinion. That is my only question I was given for this Q&A, I guess. Hopefully, maybe I might do more down the line in the near future if I got more. But anyway, guys, that's all I've got for you guys here on this Raw review. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that thumbs up. Comment your thoughts down below on what did you think of Raw. I did not mind Raw. I thought it was alright. Definitely a couple of surprises that I did not expect. Maria becoming 24/7 champion. The OC winning gold. Brock Lesnar. No one expected Brock. So yeah, that's all I've got for you guys. And I'll see you all tomorrow for my SmackDown review. See you guys then.